previous classes we learned about chemical reactions. In that one, the last one, we are going to study about oxidation and reduction reaction. Oxidation reactions. Oxidation reactions. Oxidation reactions are chemical reactions. If in a chemical reaction, oxygen is gained. Chemical reactions in which oxygen is gained or hydrogen is lost, that are called oxidation reaction. The chemical reaction in which oxygen is gained or hydrogen is lost. For example, copper react with oxygen on heating, produce copper oxide, CuO. O2 here, so 2CuO. So this is the balanced solution. This is a oxidation reaction. In combination reaction we learned magnesium. Second example, react with the oxygen, produce MgO. Here one oxygen, here two, so 2 MgO, 2 Mg. So this is a balance. These one are oxidation reaction. Here look, copper gained oxygen, so it gets oxidized to form copper oxide. Magnesium gained oxygen and became magnesium oxide. So these are examples of oxidation reaction. Next one, it is reduction reactions. Chemical reactions, it will be the converse of it, oxidation reactions. Chemical reactions. Chemical reactions in which hydrogen is gained. Hydrogen is gained or oxygen is lost. That are called reduction reaction. So in reduction reactions, chemical reaction in which hydrogen is gained. Oxidation, from that word itself, oxygen is gained. Reduction means hydrogen is gained. Example for this one, that is reverse of this. If this copper oxide, over this one hydrogen gas is passed, this heated one means if hydrogen gas is passed over heated copper oxide is gets there, from the oxygen is removed, copper plus H2O. So here look, from copper oxide oxygen is removed and it became copper. So this is what oxygen is lost. So it is reduction. And hydrogen gained. And another example for this one type of is zinc oxide. Zinc oxide plus carbon. Here zinc oxide, when react with carbon, forms zinc plus carbon monoxide. Here also look, from zinc oxide, oxygen is lost and form zinc. So this is an example of reduction reaction. Another one it is, in some reactions, in this one all copper oxide, oxygen is lost. If in some chemical reaction, both oxidation and reduction reaction happens. That reactions are called redox reactions. So in some chemical reaction, here only simply oxidation only occurred, here reduction only occurred, but in some chemical reaction, both oxidation and reduction happens. That are called reduction, redox reaction. Redox. So redox reactions are what? The chemical reactions in which one of the reactant gets oxidized and other reactant gets reduced. That are called redox reaction. For example, this copper oxide. Look. Copper oxide Cu plus H2 gives Cu plus H2. Here look, from copper oxide, oxygen is removed and it became copper. So this is reduction reaction. Reduction short form is this one. So this is reduction reaction. And to hydrogen, oxygen is added. So this is oxidation. So this is a redox reaction. Look, from copper oxide, oxygen is removed. So that is reduction reaction. Here hydrogen, and to hydrogen, oxygen is added. So that is oxidation. So this is an example of redox reaction. Another example is MnO2, manganese oxide. React with HCl. React with HCl forms manganese chloride plus water plus chlorine. This is the reaction. MnO2 plus HCl gives MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. There are 4 chlorine atoms, here only 1. So 4 HCl. So chlorine balance. Now oxygen here 1, here it is 2. So and otherwise 4 hydrogen, here only 2 hydrogen. So 2 H2. Now this is balance equation. MnO2 react with HCl gives MnCl2 plus 2H2O plus Cl2. Here manganese oxide is converted into manganese chloride, means oxygen is lost. So that is what a reduction reaction. Reduction. So manganese oxide gets reduced to manganese chloride. So that is a reduction reaction. And from here HCl, that is converted into chlorine. That is oxidation. Gaining oxygen or losing hydrogen is called oxidation. From 4 HCl, here oxidation. Oxygen is not removed, not. In oxidation reaction is what? It is a chemical reaction in which oxygen is gained or hydrogen is lost. From HCl, hydrogen is lost. So that is an oxidation reaction to form chlorine. So these are examples of redox reactions. So here we learned about first oxidation reaction, then reduction reaction and redox reactions. So oxidation reactions are chemical reactions in which oxygen is gained or hydrogen is lost. Examples, combustion reactions are all oxidation reactions only. Copper react with oxygen form copper oxide. That is oxidation reaction. Magnesium react with oxygen. We learned magnesium oxide from that also. Now reduction reaction means it's a reverse of a oxidation reaction. Chemical reaction in which hydrogen is gained or oxygen is lost. For that one, in this reaction we got copper oxide. Through this heat, if hydrogen gas is passed over heated copper oxide, we will get copper and H2O. Copper and H2O. So that is here copper oxide, oxygen is removed from here and form copper. So that is a reduction reaction. Another example, zinc oxide react with carbon. Give zinc and carbon monoxide. Here also from zinc oxide, oxygen is lost. So that is the reduction reaction. Now we are learning about in some reactions, both oxidation and reduction reactions are happening. That reactions are called redox reaction. That are called redox reactions. For example, look here in this reactions only copper oxide, CuO plus H2 gives Cu plus H2O. From copper oxide, oxygen is lost. So that is reduction reaction. And to hydrogen, oxygen is added. So water. And it became water. So that is oxidation. Here, so what? Reactant gets reduced and another is gets oxidized. So both reaction, oxidation reduction happen. So that is called the redox. Another example for redox reaction is manganese oxide. To manganese oxide, if it is reacting with the hydrogen chloride, forms manganese chloride and chlorine. So here MnO2, from that one oxygen is removed to form MnCl2. So that is reduction. And in oxidation we also learned that one, it is only not only gaining it is losing of hydrogen also. So from HCl, hydrogen is lost to form chlorine. So that is oxidation reaction. So these are examples of redox reactions. Now we are going to learn about what is corrosion. We have heard this word corrosion many times. In our daily life, we are hearing about corrosion. What is corrosion? What is the example? In daily life we are seeing, that is rusting of iron. What is it? Rusting of iron. Corrosion. When metal is kept exposed for a long time, that will reacts with the gases present in the atmosphere, like and moisture, sometimes acids, and on their surface compounds are formed. That is called corrosion. So when metal is kept exposed in atmosphere for a long time, that metal will react, means the surface metal will react with air, moisture, acidic substances, like, and form surface, and starts to corrode, means the metal surface is getting deteriorated. That is called corrosion. For example, iron metal. New iron is a shiny metal, but after some time we can see, mostly in rainy season you can see, it is getting covered with a brownish color powder. That is what rust. Actually here iron is reactive with oxygen in presence. Actually most of the corrosions, rusting of iron we are seeing in monsoon season only. That means moisture content is more. That one how it is available. Iron react with oxygen and water, and actually it is N molecules, uncountable, forms Fe2O3 NH2. Fe2O3 NH2. So O3 4 3O2 2Fe. NH2 already, that one only you write here. So 2 not Fe2O3, 2 Fe2O3. So 3 2s are 6, 4 Fe. So this is the balanced equation. This is hydrated ferric oxide or hydrated iron oxide. Hydrated. That only water rust. What is the color of this one? It is brownish color. So corrosion means what? Understood? When metal reacts with it, or when metal is kept exposed for a long time, it reacts with the gases present in atmosphere, moisture and acidic substances. It starts to corrode. That is called start to corrode means deteriorate. That is called corrosion. It is a process. Now, for example, if iron metal is kept exposed, it reacts with oxygen in presence of moisture to form rust. That is, this is the balanced equation of that formation of hydrated rust. 4Fe plus 3O2 gives plus NH4. In some books, instead of N, they are writing 2 also. Actually, it is numberless only, so NH2, that will be the correct one. Or sometimes in place of N, you can write X also. Means 4Fe plus 3O2 plus X plus 2 gives 2Fe2O3, X plus 2, like that. Anyone you can write, no problem. That moisture number is not correct. Now, next one it is, now due to this one more is the, due to corrosion, every year too much iron gets lost. So in order to prevent a corrosion, we know the grills, grills, whatever present grills all painted, painting that is made of grills are made of iron only. It is painted. Why? What is the need of painting? On painting, this surface of the iron will get connection between atmosphere and the metal will lose. Then the metal will not corrode. That's why painting is doing. So that is it. How can we prevent corrosion? One of the methods is painting. That is an easy one. Now next term we are going to learn is rancidity. That is rancidity. When some metals like food items containing more fat and oil, if it is gets exposed for few days only, we know that its taste and smell changes. Taste and smell changes. That means the food become rancid. The food become rancid. That is called, that process is called rancidity. So what is rancidity? Food items that is containing fats or oil. If it is exposed for some time or a few days, sometime it may be few days also, it's a change. Food items is exposed sometime, its taste and smell changes. That means food become rancid. Actually bad smell and taste is changing. This process is called rancidity. This process. So when food items containing fat or oil is exposed for some gets exposed, then its taste and smell changes. That is, food become rancid. That process is called rancidity. Now in order to prevent rancidity, what do we do? What we are doing at home? We know that rancid, when examples you can see that one, when butter is kept exposed in air, it become sour and smells foul. Foul smelling is coming. But in our home we can see, if butter is kept exposed in air without keeping in refrigerator means that becomes sour and smells foul. Otherwise we know chips. At home only we are making chips. If we are not kept in airtight containers, after few days that taste and smell is changing. That is also rancid only. So how can we prevent rancidity? What are the methods for prevention? For preventing rancidity, what do you do? Keep food in refrigerator. No, actually rancidity here, actually the taste smell same, that is due to oxidation only. No? When food items actually it reacts with oxygen only, it gets oxidized. That oxidation only it's become rancid. So if food keeping in refrigerator, we can prevent oxidation. Means oxidation occurs will be slowed down. So keep food in refrigerator. That is one method. So another one is what? Keep these items, means chips item, keep food items, keep fat containing food, fat or oil containing food in airtight containers. Airtight containers. That is second method. We can provide advance. Another one we have seen chips that are fluffed one, means the cover in which chips are kept, that is fluffed. Actually that is fluffing is with nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas is an inert gas, so that will prevent oxidation. So using antioxidants, the reactants or the chemical which prevent the oxidation are called antioxidants. So by using antioxidants like nitrogen or helium. Helium is also you can use by using antioxidants. So this covers there while packing the chip salt, they are fluffing that one with nitrogen gas in order to what? To prevent oxidation. So actually rancidity means the food items is kept for some time, its taste and smell changes. That is due to means that is oxidized. It's oxidized. That process is called rancidity. For example, rancid one, when butter is kept exposed in air, it becomes sour in taste. It becomes sour in taste and smells foul. Sour in taste and smells foul. And now how can we prevent this rancidity? For that one, if we keep these food items containing fat and oil in refrigerator, it will slow down oxidation. So we can keep them fresh for many days. Another one, keep fat and oil containing food in airtight containers. Then oxygen will not come inside, so we can prevent oxidation. Another one it is using antioxidant. What are antioxidant? The chemicals which prevent oxidation. They are called antioxidants. Antioxidants like nitrogen or helium gas that is filled in the while packaging, only this gas is filled. Then that will prevent. That's why the chips we are buying from the shop sold, it is without rancid, we can eat taste. So this is about rancidity. So now the portions of first chapter is finished, and some exercise questions are solved. Now in page number 13, 3 questions were there. Mostly I explained this one all in while I am making these videos. In this one, first question is, why does the color of copper sulfate solution change when an iron nail is dipped in it? I already explained it. When iron nail is dipped in copper sulfate, what is happening? Iron is more reactive metal than copper. So when iron nail is dipped in copper sulfate solution, this more reactive iron will displace copper, a less reactive copper, from its solution copper sulfate. So its color, actually copper sulfate solution is blue in color, its color will fade and it become pale green in color. Why? Ferrous sulfate, it is green in color. Now second, give an example of double displacement reaction other than given that also we have done already. Double displacement reaction, lead nitrate to the lead nitrate solution. Second question, lead nitrate PbNO3 twice reacting with potassium iodide. If lead nitrate aqueous solution, if you are adding potassium iodide, we will get lead iodide plus potassium nitrate, 2 Ki PbI2, 2 KNO3. So this is another double displacement example. It is lead nitrate. Give one more displacement. Lead nitrate on reacting with the potassium iodide gives lead iodide and potassium nitrate both. This is also lead iodide is a yellow precipitate. It is. And this is solution. It is. So one more example. One example we learned already in that activity I had explained. Another example it is if to lead-nitrate solution, if I are adding potassium iodide, aqueous solution, then lead iodide, that is yellow precipitate, and forming potassium nitrate. Now identify the substance that are oxidized and substances that are reduced in the following. Third question it is. Page number 13 हो गया. Identify the substance that are oxidized and that are reduced. Plus O2 gives 2 Na2O. So 2 sodium oxygen is added. So sodium gained oxygen. So that is oxidized. Sodium oxidation. So here identify substance that are gets oxidized. So sodium get oxidized to sodium oxide. In second reaction, CuO solid plus H2. This one I had explained already. Cu solid plus H2O liquid. This one I explained it. Copper oxide, copper. So this is reduction reaction. And hydrogen, that is oxidation. So here copper oxide gets reduced. CuO get reduced to copper, and hydrogen get oxidized to water. So these are the reaction. So which are oxidation, reduction and like that? Which one gains oxygen, that is getting oxidation, and which one lost, that one reduction. From that one you can understand it. Now exercise page number 14, first question that we not done. Which of the following statements about the reaction below are incorrect? Question is, that is from page number 14, exercise, first question it is. PbO plus carbon gives 2Pb plus CO2 gas. This question, this reaction is given and asked which of the about are incorrect. Here first it is given lead is getting reduced. Second written, carbon dioxide is getting reduced. No, getting oxidized. Third given, carbon is getting oxidized. And fourth one it is lead oxide. Lead oxide is getting reduced. So how can we know that one? Then options are given A and B like that, which are incorrect answer. So first this type questions asking, first you read properly the equation given, then understand which type of reaction it is given. This is a redox reaction. Here lead oxide from this one oxygen is lost and lead is formed. So the substance from which oxygen is lost, oxidation, that is reduction means get reduced. So lead oxide get reduced. Lead oxide is get reduced. This is correct one. And carbon, to carbon oxygen is added. So carbon gains oxygen. So that is oxidation reaction. So carbon is getting oxidized. So that is also correct one. So both these C and D reactions are correct. Now look, lead is getting reduced. It is not. So that is wrong. And carbon dioxide not. Carbon is getting oxidized. Here written carbon dioxide is getting oxidized. So that is wrong. So A and B are incorrect one. Which A and B are incorrect. So first you have to read thoroughly the question, then understand the question, then only read the options. So first on seeing question only you have write which is the action, like that not true. First you have to understand the question, then after understanding properly, then read the options, then you can get the answers easily. Only this reaction, not any reactions coming like this, you can easily solve it. Now next one. Second, Fe2O3 plus 2Al gives Al2O3 plus 2Fe. This is the reaction. Fe2O3 to that one aluminum is added. Then A become Al2O3. So from iron oxygen is removed to aluminum, got aluminum oxide, then iron. This is which one type reaction? Displacement reaction it is. Then look the options. It is combination, not combination reactions are what? When two or more reactants combine to form a single product, that is called a combination. So it is not a combination. Double displacement. Double displacement means atoms or groups of atoms or ions is exchanged between the reactants. Here from aluminum any displacement exchange is not coming. So it cannot be double displacement. Then decomposition. What is decomposition reaction? If a reactant on heating or right with using some energy, if it is decomposed to produce two or more reactions. Here it is not two. Here it is not one reactant. So that is also not a decomposition. Last one is displacement. That only I explained. So here aluminum displaces Fe2O3 from form Al2O3 and Fe. So that is the displacement reaction is the answer. Now third one, what happens when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to ion fillings? Third question it is. Tick there. When dilute ion fillings Fe plus to that one HCl is added. What is forming? FeCl2 plus hydrogen. So hydrogen gas and iron chloride are produced. First option. So that is the reaction. So what is the answer? First one. Hydrogen gas and iron chloride are produced. Then what is balance? That one all I explained already. Then give balanced equations of the first one. 8th question. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, that already explained that one all. Balanced equation what it is. Why in earlier videos I have explained it. So from that one you have to make the notes of this one. Questions copy and write the answers by listening to that one. Now I am showing 8th one. This one not done that time. Potassium bromide aqueous. Balanced chemical equation for and identify the type of the reaction said. For first one, potassium bromide KBr aqueous. React with the barium iodide. Barium iodide BaI2 aqueous gives potassium iodide Ki plus barium bromide, that also aqueous, plus barium bromide BaBr2 solid. I have already explained how you are to write the formulas. By looking the valencies, you can understand. You have already learned in 9th standard. Potassium it is +1, bromine it is -1. Then KBr only. Barium +2. Iodine it is iodide ion -1. So 2 valency here and there, like that you have to follow. So this is now on balancing barium iodide 2. So 2 Ki. Br2, 2 kBr. So this is balanced equation. 2 kBr plus Ba2 gives 2 Ki plus Br2. So this is what type it is here, bromine also, iodine also changed. So this is double displacement reaction. Double displacement. Double displacement reaction. Second one, zinc carbonate. Zinc carbonate solid gives zinc oxide solid plus carbon dioxide. Yes. What will be this reaction? This is already balanced only. That is on heating only zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. So this is decomposition reaction. What it is? Decomposition. And third one, hydrogen gas react with the chlorine gas, form hydrogen chloride gas. So 2HCl. So this is here 2 or more reactant combined to form one product. So that is what a combination reaction. Combination reaction. And fourth one, magnesium react with hydrochloric acid, HCl, gives magnesium chloride, MgCl2 plus hydrogen. So magnesium combined with this one, HCl gives magnesium chloride and hydrogen. So here magnesium is converted from HCl, hydrogen is removed. So that is getting reduction. So that is displacement also. Chlorine it is added to this one, Mg. First to balance it to HCl. So this one is a magnesium react with a displacement reaction. And also you can say reduction also happening. Otherwise write a displacement reaction. Hydrogen chloride magnesium is from HCl. Hydrogen is removed, chlorine is added. So that is can be displacement reaction. Other all questions already I have explained one only. What is precipitation, oxidation? In the 17th question is the a shiny brown colored. Other one all I explained already. A shiny brown colored element X on heating in air become black in color. Name the element X and black color. What is the brown colored one metal? Copper. So X is copper. And the black colored compound, that is copper oxide, Cu. Then why do we apply paint? I already explained that all. Oil containing fat are flushed with nitrogen. That also I explained. So most of them. On 14th question, in refining of silver, the recovery of silver from silver nitrate solution involved displacement by copper metal. Write down the reaction involved. 14th question. This type questions also we explained. In the refining of silver, recovery of silver from silver nitrate solution. Silver nitrate, AgNO3. Displacement with the copper metal. Cu solid. Give CuNO3. Copper nitrate, CuNO3 twice. Plus silver. So 2 AgNO3. Use 2 Ag. Why? Copper is more reactive than silver. So when copper is adding to silver nitrate solution, copper will displace the less reactive metal silver from its solution to form. So that is displacement reactions, refining. So most of the questions we have done. If you have any doubts, first you have to thoroughly listen to them. Means you have to watch the video thoroughly. Any doubts come, you have to again you have to watch the video. Then from the questions, you copy the questions, write answers, that one all. After learning only write, means actually not by simply hearing, then write, make notes like that, not listen well, then copy the question, then without looking in textbook or from video, you write the answers by yourself. So you can learn very well that one. So if you have any doubts from this one, if more questions getting from outside, you can WhatsApp me, I will answer it.